Hello. Today we have a bit of a challenge. I'm not sure whether this is for me or anyone who watches this video. But what we have in this box are things I have bought over the past 6 months or so that I haven't used yet. I'm sure, like other people, there's been a few sales going on recently with prices that are just too good to miss, and as I say, I'm sure, like other people, I haven't missed those prices where I've been able to afford to. So, but that does mean I have quite a few things that have been gathering in this into this box, uh, and what I thought I'd do is just run through them and see if anyone who watches this video might like to make some suggestions with any of the things that I show, as to what they might like to see, or set me a challenge to make something. Could be a birthday card, it could be a journal page, could be a tag, I don't know. It just thought it might challenge me to do something possibly even outside my comfort zone, and and so if anyone wants me to do anything for them, obviously I'll be making some things, I'm sure, for myself, but if anyone's watching this and says, oh, I wonder if what it would look like if this was done in watercolours, or if that was used to make a journal page, or if that was if that was to make used to make a birthday card or a Christmas card or anything. So what we have is something that when they first came out, I don't know if it'd be easier if I put that over there. Something when they first came out I didn't buy anything of, so because I already have some oil crayons somewhere that I'd bought a while ago, so I didn't see the point in paying quite pricey things for the brand name of Tim Holtz, who is amazing. You cannot deny it. He's an excellent, amazing designer, but sometimes these brand things can end up quite expensive. However, when they were in the sale at Creative Expressions, and I think that's Crafty, I got some of these from, I took the opportunity to get some of these to see, or to have a go with them. So I have a mix of the sort of pearlescent ones, and a mix of the flat colours, if you like, and yeah, so that, and quite a broad mix of them as well. I mean, some of them do look the same, but they're not. I don't think there's any duplicates in these packs. Nope. So there's a fair range there. Metallics, although it doesn't. Yeah, metallics, and then these are all the pearlescent. Oh no, hold on. These are all the pearlescent ones. So yeah, so I've got quite a few of those now, having gone from none to quite a bundle of them. So we'll pop those over there. What have we got here? So I've got some Sam Paul stamp sets that I haven't used yet. Some of her dates from the past, signatures from the past. I think I already have one of the originals, can't remember which one it was, possibly dates from the past, but yeah, I thought they could make some good labels and ephemera, so I'm looking forward to those. I've got a Studio Light stamp set, which came from Janine's Mindful Art Collection. Rose Essentials, Rose Elements. So that. This is much bigger than I thought it was. Really should read the descriptions more, but I thought that would make quite a useful background, or even as a piece in, you know, for a canvas or something, and tear it up and use it in part. So that's a die set. Sorry, Sue Wilson. That's also Sue Wilson. Both of these are Sue Wilson, and that would make quite a good background sort of layer for a set for a sentiment. So that's that. Got some embossing 3D embossing folders. Yeah. I didn't have any of these creative expression ones before, and I think I've now got 6 or 7 of them. Diamond Art, Art Deco Rhapsody, Art Deco Arches, and Weeping Willow. So some, what else have we got here? Another sample stamp set. Come to those in a minute. Another Studio Light stamp set. Music. Okay. So I also, this wasn't, I don't think this was in the sale, but I really liked the look of Lou Collins' last release, which was, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, I thought that looked really for me, especially this stamp set, 'cause it had this specimen file die set in it, although it's a little bit smaller than I expected, but yes, I like that. And I have the Tim Holtz Entomology stamp and die set, which I think might work in there. I've got to check the sizing, but that I'm looking forward to playing with. I have used that, so, and I have actually used some of these which did come out of the sale, and that was the sample, Dates from the Past was the other one. That didn't come out of the stamp set, but I've got some tailor-made journal stamp sets of French Corset de Paris, and some of the labels. I can't remember what. French fabric tags and adds to. It's right there in front of you, Jules. So I've already used those, I think. Yeah. So I'll put those there. I've already used that and that. Oh, have I used that? So yeah, so I've got this vintage slide, which is similar to the one of the reasons I bought the die set for Lou Collins' collection was because it had this in it, and I thought that looked useful. So yeah, a little negative die. So that's that. Honestly, this box is just piling up, and I've tried to put myself on a crafting by ban, but it's not worked. A couple of more embossing folders, Petal Cascade and Ribbon Blooms. So what have we got in here? I'll come back to those. Stamp cuts, which emboss and die cut at the same time, both by Sue Wilson. One is the Wild Rose Cluster and the Spring Roses and Daffodils. And then I've got loads of Stamperia Rub-Ons. Not sure if these were in the sale or not, or whether I just, when I was on, possibly that's Crafty, I can't remember. There's various collections amongst this, but I mean, you could use them with lots of occasions. It's all sorts. So yeah. What else have we got? We've got another Studio Light stamp set, which looks quite useful. Oh, there's tickets. I had tickets in them, and I've got some ticket die sets. So I wanted to see if they would match up. So, yeah. Oh, what else have we got? Oh, Crafty by Tony. Yes, Crafty by Tony. These weren't in the sale or in any sale, but I wanted to make some labels and things, and all these look just the ticket, no pun intended, to do that. Yeah, they weren't cheap, but oh, and then had all these addresses and handwritten addresses and signatures on them. So you can, Crafty by Tony, you can get these from, I think it might be Country View Crafts to them, but she's on Etsy. So yeah, and they're £20.99 each for the bigger ones. I can't remember what that was, but yeah, great for journaling and junk journals and making folios and things. I have a feeling I already have this, but maybe, yeah, and I have used this, I think. I've got just wondering if I've left this out in the sun. I don't remember it being like that when it came, but this looked good again for journaling and cards and things, making backgrounds. Right, we've got a couple of All and Create stamp sets which look fun. Not that old, but they were in a sale. Can't remember which one. That's Crafty, I think. Right, where are we up to? So I've got some Globaland from Amazon. I don't know if they sell anywhere else, but they do some, what I hope is not rip-off. They're in the style of some things that brand names do, but I wouldn't call them rip-offs. But they are quite cheap. Having said that, these are acrylic stamps, not photopolymer or anything like that, but they are better quality than some of the acrylic stamps that you can get out there. So yeah, and there's quite a few sets of those. So I'm not sure what that one was, but yeah. And this one is, and these two are actually stencil stamp and die sets, are just flowers really. So I wanted to make some ephemera pieces for cards and things, so that's something else. Oh, right. That's one I haven't used yet, but I think that's another Globaland. Yes, it is. Some tags and torn sort of edge die cuts, and journaling pieces. So yeah. And then these, I'm going to confess that I didn't realise how small these were. That's about 3 inches. So the frame will be about 2 inches or less. And I hadn't read the descriptions properly, and I thought they were going to be a bit bigger than this. I mean, for the price I paid for them, I will use them, because they were a few quid each. But if I'd have paid full price for these, I think I'd have been disappointed, to be honest. So, but yes, so there's where are we up to? There's a few, there's large rectangle, large panel, and large square, rectangle and square, and they basically make sort of box frames, that you can, you know, use to decorate cards and things with. So I do generally make my own box frames, but I make the larger ones, but small ones are quite fiddly to make. So the dies would be quite useful. There's a Global Land clear stamp set. And then these are actually, I'm very bad. These I bought sometime last year and I still haven't used them. I've tidied them up, as you can see, but I haven't used them. And I don't think you'd be able to get hold of them now. Maybe Craft Stash have got some left in this closing down sale. But yeah, so they're just got stamp and die set. Don't think the dies match the stamp. Yes they do, shut up Jules. So, and I still haven't used them. There we go. There's a set of just general sort of general sentiments. Then I've got some tags. I've got some of these, I quite like these die sets where you can, especially with the circles are the hardest to cut out. So whereas obviously you can use a trimmer to cut out square and rectangle cards, but not so easy to do circles. So, and these die set, as you can see, they cut the rectangle into panels, and you know, you can make your scene or stamp your scene in whole and then cut it up, or you can use pattern papers. Yeah, so, and I bought a few of those. Oh, and that's just an aperture die set, and I haven't used any of these yet. And these were in a sale, but they were in a sale mid last year maybe. So that's actually, yeah, that's bad, isn't it? The same with these. I think I probably bought them around the same time, actually, from the same sale. And they're supposed to be bookmarks, stamp and die and stamp sets. There's what's that supposed to be? A lily. Yeah, daisy and sunflower, I guess. That, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. So, a confession time there. And then, yeah, another confession. Actually, that's not true. I've used this one. That's quite an old one. That's one I've had quite a long time. So I must have bundled them together. think they might be because I haven't put them away yet. I haven't made a folder for them yet. So I'm going to take that away and say, I mean, I'm happy to include them if anyone thinks, oh, actually I don't think I've used that one yet. But I've had these ones quite a long time. These are not from a recent sale, so I'm not sure why they're in there. However, these I've bought fairly recently and not used them yet. Yeah, which is bad, isn't it? 'Cause these, you know, it all adds up. So I've got quite a few in there. Yeah, these as well. Haven't used these yet. And yes, I have used that one and that one. So they don't count. But yeah, die sets. Fairly recent, I think these were. Maybe this year. This release. Yeah. So some tag dies, the edges, one of these little panel cards again, and the border stamps that I haven't used, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I haven't used them. Yeah, that bee is really pretty, very detailed. Right, so yes, my name is Jules and I hoard craft supplies like most crafters. So if anyone has any ideas with anything that is in this box or anything they think I should try and make or do with them, yep. I can't get them back in now. I'll do that afterwards. I think there might be a few other things, but if they're not in the box, I've used them and put them away. So wherever that's gone. But yes, so okay. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from somebody or some people with some ideas. Thanks. See you in the next video. Bye.